Hey guys, today we are in between 1850 to 1900 where 500,000 people rolled west onto the Great Plains and discovered there were no trees. None. Winter was coming. And winter here doesn't knock. It kicks the door down and tries to murder you. Tonight, meet the families who survived by doing the unthinkable. They buried themselves alive on purpose. Get comfortable. Pull that blanket tight, because right now, somewhere on an empty prairie in 1876, a family is staring at the same blanket of grass you're imagining, and they're realizing they have exactly one building material under their boots: dirt. You've been on the trail for 6 months. The kids are barefoot again because the last pair of shoes gave up outside Fort Laramie. Your wagon's down to one cracked wheel and a prayer. September wind smells like snow that hasn't fallen yet. And there are no trees. Not one, just grass forever. Your 10-year-old whispers, "Pa, where do we build the house?" You don't answer because you don't know. Then you see it, a thin ribbon of smoke rising straight out of the ground, like the prairie itself is breathing. You walk closer. A door is set into a low hill, a real door, wooden with iron hinges. A tiny window glows beside it. A woman steps out, flour on her apron, cheeks red from stove heat. Evening, travelers. You look like folks who just discovered the plains don't come with lumber yards. She invites you in. You duck, step down 3 sod steps, and the world changes. Warm, quiet. The howling wind outside drops to a murmur. The air smells of coffee, smoke, and earth, but good earth-like after rain. One room, maybe 12 by 16 feet. Walls thick as castle ramparts made of bricks, but the bricks are chunks of prairie itself, roots still knitting them together. The roof is low, held up by cottonwood poles dragged 40 miles by ox team. More sod on top. A little cast iron stove glows cherry red in the corner. Your wife's eyes go wide. It's warm. The woman smiles like someone who's heard that 1,000 times. Earth's the best blanket there is. Winter can scream all it wants. It's yelling at the roof, not at us. You run your hand along the wall. Solid. Cool in summer, warm in winter. The floor is packed so hard your boots barely leave prints. Newspaper pages are pinned up like wallpaper to keep the dust down. A single south-facing window drinks every ray of weak winter sun. You have to know, how do you even start something like this? She laughs. First, you pick a hill that faces south. North winds come straight from the Arctic with a grudge. You want them sliding over you, not through you. Then you pray. Then you dig. And that's when the hook sinks in. Because digging a dugout isn't construction. It's archaeology in reverse. You're carving your future out of the past, out of 10,000 years of buffalo, trails, and Cheyenne campfires, baked into the soil. Step 1. Find the perfect slope. Too low and spring floods turn your house into a cistern. Too high and you're pumping water uphill with a bucket and a bad attitude. South slope, gentle, near water, but not in its way. Mark your rectangle, usually 12-16, sometimes bigger if the family's large and the men are stubborn. Then the real work begins. 2 weeks of breaking your body. Picks ring against clay. Shovels bite deep. Every cubic foot of dirt is lifted out by human muscle and carried away in buckets or grain sacks. Kids haul the small loads. Your back screams. Blisters become calluses and become pride. When the hole is 5 feet deep and the hill has swallowed half your future living room, you start cutting sod bricks. A breaking plow slices the virgin prairie into long ribbons. You chop them into blocks 2 feet long, 1 foot wide, 4 inches thick. Each weighs 50 pounds and is held together by roots older than your grandfather. Neighbors call them Nebraska marble. You stack them like a fortress wall across the open front, leaving space for a door and one precious window you've carried since St. Louis. The roof is the gamble that keeps men awake at night. Cottonwood poles laid side by side, rush on top, a thick mattress of prairie grass for insulation, then 2 layers of sod grass side down first, then grass side up so the roots marry and knit into a living shield. Your neighbor leans over and says the sentence no one forgets: if the roof goes, the house goes. Take your time. By the time the first snow flies, you're ready. You step inside, close the door, and the prairie disappears. Outside, the blizzard hits 40 below, wind that can strip paint off a barn. Snow drifts higher than a Conestoga wagon. Men have frozen solid 10 feet from their own door. Inside your dugout, your wife looks up from the stove, eyes shining. It's actually warm. The earth hugs you. The temperature stays steady around 55 degrees with almost no fire. You burn dried buffalo dung, prairie coal, slow, hot, nearly smokeless. The thick roof laughs at the snow load. The south wall drinks sunlight like whiskey. And something strange happens. You stop noticing the dirt smell. You stop flinching when a clod falls from the ceiling. You start hearing the house breathe the soft creak when frost expands, the gentle tick when thaw begins. It's alive. First winter teaches hard lessons fast. Your neighbor Martha stops by after the first big storm, boots crusted with ice. She inspects your roof like a general inspecting fortifications. Double-layered the sod, I see. Smart. Last year the Andersons skimped. Roof dropped 2 feet overnight. Woke up wearing their own house. She sniffs the air. Smells like dugout, perfume, earth, smoke, people, and whatever decided to move in with you. Your son's eyes go wide. Critters? Mice for sure. Snakes follow the mice. Spiders keep the flies down. Everybody pays rent. You learn to live with indoor, rain tiny waterfalls that appear during spring, thaw and vanish when the sun comes back. You learn to read frost patterns on the ceiling like tea leaves. You learn that when the chimney whistles a certain note, a norther is coming. And you learn the darkest secret of all: wooden houses kill. 2 miles away, the Evans family built proud lumber hauled 100 miles, white paint gleaming. One January night, their fire went out. Then walls, no insulation. By morning, they were blue statues under quilts. You carried them out yourself. John Evans never built above ground again. Years roll by in seasons of fire and ice. Spring, the roof erupts in wildflowers. Your house wears a crown no frame dwelling can match. Summer, while frame houses roast at 110 degrees, your dugout stays cellar cool. Neighbors drop by just to remember what not sweating feels like. Tornado season. Wooden houses vanish like they were never there. Dugouts ride it out sometimes. The only thing left standing is a chimney pipe poking through a green roof. One August dusk, a twister took Harris' place, lifted their brand new frame house, scattered it over 3 counties. They crawled out of their storm cellar to find nothing but the foundation and one lonely cookpot. Next day, the whole settlement showed up at their claim with shovels, because out here, nobody survives alone. In 2 weeks, the Harrises moved into the safest home on the prairie. Walls 2 feet thick, roof alive with grass, and visible from a distance. Bandits ride past without ever knowing a family lives there. 5 years later, your own dugout barely resembles the desperate hole you dug in 1876. You've added a vestibule airlock against wind, a root cellar that keeps potatoes fresh until June. 3 windows now, glass you traded a winter's worth of butter for. Whitewash mixed with lime glows soft in lantern light. The floor is flagstone in the high-traffic areas. You even have a tiny porch roofed with willow withes, where you sit on summer nights, watching heat lightning dance. Your youngest, who was 4 when you dug in, now 10, looks up from shelling peas and asks, "Pa, when are we building a real house?" You glance at the flower-covered roof, at the walls that have never once let the wind touch your children, at the community that grew because Earth sheltered them first. You smile. Son, I reckon we already did. Fade out on the prairie at night. A sea of grass under starlight. Here and there, almost invisible, thin threads of smoke rise straight up from the ground, like the earth itself is dreaming warm dreams. Voice low, almost a whisper. They thought they were building temporary shelters. They built a philosophy. Work with the land, not against it. Disappear when you need to. Stay warm when the world tries to kill you. And sometimes the smartest house isn't the one that stands tallest. It's the one that knows when to go underground. Sleep tight. The prairie's still out there, and it remembers.